Well, hello. Good evening, everyone. Or good afternoon, or whatever, depending on which continent you're watching from. This is KVD, and I'm joined by Mol
Good morning, good evening, and good night.
for the loser semi of the Super Mario Kart One Try Time Trial Tournament between world number 4, Antistar from France, versus world number 5, Aron Langerak from the Netherlands. So, what are you expecting tonight, Mol?
Close match, hopefully. To be honest, I don't expect anything other than a close match between these two players. They seem very, very well matched up in one try. Looking for some super high quality action, basically.
Yeah, so Aron, as the lower seed, got to pick his track first and immediately went for Ghost Valley 2. I think he tried that strategy the last match as well, picking a track that immediately get a really strong time to bluff your opponent, because he is probably going to try and get something like a 102.70 or something crazy.
Was it a 102.98? Like just sub 103, I think.
Yeah, which should also be enough against most people, to be honest. So we're not exactly perfectly synced, so it's hard for me to tell who is ahead at the moment. This is typically very close race anyway.
Looks like we'll get the timer sync. There we go. Oh, looks like it's been oversynced.
Yeah, I think his feet may have been a bit choppy as well. I don't know. He's not moving anymore.
French internet.
Is that a crash?
With the time, yes.
Yeah, that must have been a crash. So actually, a 103.42
fall off. It's either a double crash or a fall off.
I'm gonna say that for Aron standards, that's pretty safe. Like, I was expecting a 102, to be honest. But he's going 1-0 up, so...
Yeah, so for anyone not familiar with the rules, it's all done in time trial mode. Both players play the same track at the same time. Person who gets the quickest time gets a point. First person to 9 points wins the match.
So yeah, unfortunately, I've been told by chat that Antistar actually went for the platform jump in lap 5, which is completely crazy. But we got some frame drops on his side, so we didn't actually get to appreciate that fact, which is a shame.
Yeah, that 8-second loss was very indicative of falling off track.
True, but I didn't actually think he would go for the platform dump. Did you? It's not something you go for at one tries.
On Ghost Valley 2, I mean, if it was like a dead match in the group stage, I wouldn't have been surprised to see him go for it. But in the final 4 match, it seems a bit of a push. But we do know that Antistar likes his swag, so I'm never surprised when he goes for something a bit swaggy.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That did cost him the race, though, because I think he was driving faster splits up until that point. So, yeah, Donut Plains 2 is an interesting pick, because it's also a very strong Aron track.
So Luxer gets to pick each track. So this is an Antistar pick. And what do you reckon we'll see here? 127s?
Yeah, so last time Aron got a 127.40 with pretty much identical middle laps all round. So he's, well...
Not going to do it this time.
That's not going to happen this time. My commentary curse. I didn't even finish my sentence.
So both of these players have come in not the best of preparation. I believe Aron hurt his thumb over the weekend or something, and Antistar had something happen as well.
Yeah, so I can go into that for a little bit, but we saw a huge turn of shame there by Aron in the final hairpin. So he's definitely not winning this one anymore. Could even be going for the anti-record by the way things are going. But yeah, so Aron actually bruised his thumb playing football this weekend. And he was actually worried that he couldn't play this match, but it turned out to be kind of okay. And Antistar got bitten by a mosquito exactly on his MBT thumb, so his boosting thumb. So interestingly enough, both players had some thumb issues.
Have to get those thumbs insured. Wow, so super solid. Bad last lap though, lost about second, but 129 takes it for Antistar.
Yeah, so if I beforehand I would have guessed that that wouldn't have been enough against Aron with the way he was playing it last time, but here we are.
Yeah, I mean 129.23, it's decent, but when you're down to the 4 people we got remaining in this competition, it's not what I would expect a winning time. And Aron looks like he's picking Bowser Castle 1.
Yeah, we're still owed a 128 race here, which is something he's been proclaiming from the start of the tournament. Like, I'm gonna get a 128 here, and maybe tonight's the night.
So these 2 players were in the same group in the group stage, and on this track they had an identical tie in their match.
They did indeed.
I think that was something like a 129.4.
And now with both players picking Donkey Kong Jr. and the syncs pretty much completely equal. I mean, it's going to be spectacular until someone crashes.
See, Aron's doing the extra boost on the start straight.
Yeah, that's not even included in the current PAL world record, so I'm not even sure if that wins time. But yeah.
Yep, there he goes again.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that crash there was systematic. It was a symptom of him adding that extra boost in.
Yeah. I'm saying, like, in one tries it doesn't make any sense to add it, because the jury is still out there whether it even is beneficial in like a world record setting on PAL.
Doing that extra movement near the end of the home straight, you want to be kind of planted and know exactly when you're going to be turning and what your angle is, and adding that MBT in is just kind of adds extra variation going into a corner.
So Firewaster in chat just rightly pointed out that I wouldn't know what thread is used in the world record because there's no video of it. That's correct.
So this is Aron's world record.
Yeah, it is.
129.72.
It's not impossible that he did add that boost, and it's a good point.
So you can see those 3 seconds lost there on that lap were the difference between the 2.
So right away a break from Antistar on Aron's pick. He's sticking with the castles though.
I'm surprised he hasn't gone for Bowser Castle 3, given just how amazing he's looked at that track so far this tournament.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see Antistar not ban it after that. Having said that, Bowser Castle 3 is of course very hit and miss. So in that light it sort of makes sense.
Ooh, Aron squeaked through that corner there. So if you're going to hit a wall, you want to hit it on the kind of like upwards trajectory of a hop. That way you kind of bounce off the wall again and keep most of your speed. So quite often you'll see if somebody's about to crash into a wall that they'll hop just before they hit it. And Aron did that on lap 1 to completely save a full stop. Wow, the sync.
Yeah, and so what these players are doing also is manually jumping over the yellow bars as to not lose speed. If you hit all of them on the final stretch, you lose a ton of speed on PAL. It's like we're talking seconds. So that's why they're doing that. And Aron actually hit a few in the previous lap, so but they're still synced indeed.
It's very difficult to hop all 4 of them because the gaps that you're jumping over the lava aren't the same length.
Yeah.
So the last 2 lava jumps are a tile wider than the first 2. So it makes the whole rhythm of that jumping section very difficult to get right.
Meanwhile, Aron face planted into a wall, so it looks like he's gonna lose this one as well. Unless Antistar pulls out a concrete round of his own devising.
Yeah, I'd never count anybody out on this track until they're kind of on the final finish straight. Yeah, quite safe at the end by Antistar.
144 though is exceptionally well driven time.
He would have beaten my PR about 4 weeks ago, I think.
So funnily enough, Aron actually tied his own tournament record last time he played against Skedjar with a 144.05, but that wasn't happening tonight. So he's now facing a 3-1 deficit already. And on the topic of the score, what type of scoreline do you expect? You get the right to recalibrate your predictions later if you want.
See a 9-8.
Yeah, you see, I also called a 9-8, and I called it in Antistar's favor because he is more used to clutching it under pressure.
Well, yeah, I'm going to go Antistar, just so that we don't have an all Dutch final 3.
Oh, I know a certain someone that is not going to appreciate what you just said there.
So for people who don't know what's been happening in this tournament so far, these two players are in the losers semi-final.
Yep.
The winner of this match will play the loser of the winners final, and the winners final is between KVD on comms here and his housemate Lafongo. Lafongo is an American who's currently living in the Netherlands, which is why I was calling it an all Dutch final 3 if Aron gets through.
So this one is gonna come down to the last flat boost, if they're gonna go for it, because they're dead even with excellent MBT execution.
Aron will go for it. And he's got it. But it's a bit wide.
Oh!
Oof. I'll be interested to see if Aron's last lap actually saved him any time with that line.
It did. And Antistar actually, if I saw correctly, did not get the flat boost, but still pulled out a final corner boost. What wasn't enough to win.
I mean, you say Aron's final lap save time. I don't think it did. I mean, he was a little faster than the earlier laps, but on the last lap, you're not trying to build a boost up for the first corner. So you should be a bit faster anyway.
Yeah, that's correct.
But I don't think he lost any time. I think it was kind of like a break-even boost.
But honestly, if you get a 59.42 and that's not the winning time, that's pretty crazy, right? So it was a very good race.
Before this tournament started, I would have completely agreed with you. But seeing some of the MC1s that we've seen in this tournament already, I'm surprised we've not seen a 58 yet, to be honest.
As am I. It'll be fixed. Hopefully. Ghost Valley 1, well, the question always here, cliche, will we see a platform jump?
Not from Aron. I would have said not from Antistar, but given he went for one on GV2, I'm going to have to say he'll probably go for one on GV1 as well.
Yeah, unless that served as a warning sign. Well, we'll see. I also think that he will go for it. Actually, Aron got a 1 out of 5 last time against Kedjar. So there is precedent for him doing it too.
Platform jump saves 1 second, so it would absolutely win or lose this match, depending on whether the player hits it. And we'll know coming out of the next corner, if they stay left, they're going for the platform jump. Neither's gone for it.
No. Sort of disappointing. But exceptionally well driven for a non-platform race by Antistar. Take the win.
And Aron too. I mean, last 4 laps, almost identical splits there.
Yeah.
Super consistent. Antistar, 13.39. Wow.
Again, losing with a 107.73 when your opponent did not do the platform jump is indicative of a very high-level match indeed.
Is Aron going to DP1?
Yeah, so it's 111 or shame.
Have we seen a 111 here yet?
Yeah, we have seen one. That's by yours truly. But it took, it was a heavy berth because I got like 3 or 4 112s with a crash in the last lap before that.
Which match was that in?
I think I got it against Aron, but I'm not sure anymore. I can check if you want.
I'm just getting mesmerized by the sync I'm watching on stream.
So it was in my group stage match against Lafongo, 111.34. So let's see if these guys can break that. Oh,
Antistar's not going to.
No.
Honestly, Aron's not going to either. I mean, that 111 is just beastly.
I think he might still get a 111 though. Maybe not quite a tournament record.
No,
But he's
I
driving.
think it'll be a low to mid 112, but it'll
Yeah?
be more than enough to win.
To my eyes, his driving looks a little better than that, but not anymore actually. That boost was not good. That last boost.
A high 112.
Yeah.
But actually, he just needs to win now, really.
He's one mistake away from gifting it, indeed.
Oh, and we don't get to see.
So some slight frame issues, but he got the winning time, 1:13.25.
4-3.
4-3. Yep. And Antistar picks. Which track would you pick now if you were
VL2.
Antistar? Yeah, something like that is hard to finish. I would also go VL2, probably. Or Cooper.
I've seen Aron drive VL2 on one tries. Honestly, I think anybody who just plays a safe strat should win. I'll say this now, and then Aron will probably go and drive like a 51 or something crazy.
This is what you did last time. You said like, I've never seen KVD finish a clean Cooper Beach 2. And you're right, I don't usually get that. And then I nailed him with a 56. So the commentator's curse is real. But we're gonna see MC2 though.
Oh, Aron against you on MC2 tried long boost every single lap and failed every single lap, I think. Something crazy going on.
Yeah, I think he had a 135. And my run wasn't exactly stellar either, so I was really shocked when it turned out I didn't lose.
Let's see if either player goes for a long boost off the zippers. Aron isn't. But Antistar is.
Oh. But
Not
wait,
very powerful.
did Antistar lose the zoom start or something? Like, what's going on? Why is he behind?
I think he dropped a boost.
The same one he missed in lap 2, presumably. Because he just failed it again. He needs a lot more where that came from to still come back.
So the kind of long boost that Antistar is doing at the moment, probably saving what, about half a second or so a lap. That's slightly better. We go there. I really like Aron's tactic just to drive us on super safe, to be honest. And it's going to win him the point and take us to 4-4.
Yeah, so that long boost backfired, but he had to go for it considering how his race was going up to that point. I think he's going for a new anti-record at this point.
He's going for a Scoob boost at the end.
yeah, he was. This is going to be like, he's gonna forfeit it. We're not even gonna see a finishing time. So it's 4-4. He's not actually giving up yet, but it's a matter of time. Meanwhile, 117 low. No risks taken, that's very decent.
Do you have a date for your winner's final match with Lafungo yet?
Yeah, I do. It's going to be played this Sunday at 9. So 1 hour later than this match. If you're in a different time zone.
Are you feeling confident?
Fairly, yeah. I mean, there's only so much that Lafungo can do. If I reach my level, normally I will win. And if I don't, then it's just my own mistakes, right? So.
Yeah, you have been super beastly form so far. But, I mean, Lafungo's already overcome Antistar, so...
Yeah, so he has a knack for putting players that are very fast under pressure by just being very consistent and never crashing. And in this format, at least, he has the advantage, or the tool, to pick tracks that can make me feel uncomfortable. He will use that for sure. And whether that will work out, we will have to see. But I feel like I would be lying if I didn't think I was the favorite. But anything can happen, of course. I mean, it's not known at all whether I will actually win. Anyway, CI2, best track of the game, right?
By far. Absolutely love this track.
This is an Antistar pick. I know it's a strong Aron track as well, though. Maybe he's keeping VL2 as a joker. What do you think?
I think both players here would expect probably a low 106 on this track. Maybe even a 105 if it goes really well. In terms of holding VL2 back at 4-4, honestly, I'd be tempted to just try and get back out into the lead.
I think with the way Aron has been driving, unless I wasn't observing carefully, he might be heading for a 105 in fact. He's driving stellar lines.
I think it will be very tight, but...
Easily. Yeah.
Easily.
Well,
I think it's going to be very tight is probably...
Yeah, no, you were correct.
A bit more accurate than your easily. Easily did it with a frame to spare.
Yep.
So Aron's pulled 3 in a row.
Yeah, Aron has been playing this track this week to try the new, quote-unquote, right-side strategy. So that explains why he feels on fire on the track. We get to see Cooper Beach 1 as a counter pick. I like that.
Yeah, I think either of the Cooper Beaches or Vanilla Lake 2 would be good picks for Antistar. Even though Aron is the current 5-lap world record holder here. I think he got that one back about a week ago.
Yeah. So what is gonna happen here? Aron is either gonna drive a completely crazy time that shouldn't be anywhere in a one-try tournament, or he's just gonna crash and burn. It's one of those two. There's no intermediates. Look at him go. And there we are, KVD corner.
Look at him go.
His opening laps were crazy, or opening lap.
Yeah. Antistar had already had a small mistake, but it's going to need a massive mistake now for Aron to catch that up. It's another big speed loss.
So I've noticed also that Antistar is missing quite a few boosts this match. I hope his controller is okay. Sometimes that's indicative of a broken or like slightly malfunctioning MBT pad. Hopefully that's not the case.
Aron's lap 1, what do you reckon it is?
It's like a 1030 something, probably. Well, let's say 1040. Maybe he went a little bit more conservative. 36, I should have stayed with my original prediction. So I think the world record opens in 1030 or something along those lines. So that's really good.
World record currently, I'm guessing 47.64?
Yeah. It's 47.79, which is not on his cartridge anymore, but it is on his leg. Or his foot? I forget.
His foot, he's got a tattoo with it on his foot from when I think that was his first 5-lap world record, or possibly even first world record.
Yeah. In SMK it was, yeah. He was #1 double dash for a while before that. But that's long ago. We get to see Mario Circuit 3.
Interesting pick from Aron.
So far it's a great match though. It's going neck and neck. 5-5. Both of these players capable of subbing 130 here, which if you're not informed is a very... Well... Okay. Yeah, I will not even finish the sentence.
I was going to say that, yeah, it's a great match, but it's not been particularly close. It's been one player making a mistake, which is just losing the match. And before I even got to say that, we saw Antistar crash out on the first corner.
I've been informed in chat by Urs, who is a French community member, that apparently Antistar is having some pad issues. If that information is correct, then that puts the match development in a different light. Yeah, he just missed another boost, so that's not okay. That could very well tilt the match in Aron's favor.
Apparently he's too lazy to fix it.
Well, we have one word in French for people that are too lazy and get punished for it.
Oh, I thought you meant for fixing things. I know the French word to get things fixed.
By FF.
FF?
Yes, exactly. But the word I was looking for is mérité. Yeah. Aron's gonna get a
lappage?
28? Or not? No, not quite. Still very, very good time. I will briefly check if that is a new tournament record. It's that good.
It is 130, I think, already.
It's a second ranked this tournament. My tournament record is by me in 129.27. Not that much faster.
6.5. Yep, there's the VLT pick. So predictions for times on this track.
So Antistar is gonna get a 58, and Aron's gonna get a 103.
I'm going to say Antistar's going to get a 54. Aron's going to get a 109.
You never know. Maybe Aron practiced it beforehand, and now he's got a clean one-try strat.
No.
I'll just stop talking, okay?
So I was just about to say, and I always say it, but this track looks absolutely beautiful when it's driven well, as Antistar's demonstrating. But it can look an absolute dog's dinner when it's not being driven well. And for that demonstration, look to the right.
Yeah.
But I'd say, I was going to say keep an eye on Antistar, but I cursed him.
We are both flexing our curse muscles for sure here. So interestingly, the demonstration of good and bad can be done by the same player easily. Like I can get 53s right in one try, but I'm also capable of getting 115s. It's just a snowball effect if you do make one crash here.
Yeah. So the hardest thing to do in SMK is to drive when you're not at full speed. It just throws everything off, everything which is muscle memory. Just throw it out the window. We're used to resetting and trying again, but in a one-try situation, obviously you can't. And since my 109 prediction was generous.
Very generous, as was my 58 for Antistar. Less generous though. So we're 6-6 full house.
But the gist of my prediction as to what was going to happen on that track was pretty much, I think I predicted, what did I say, a 54 and a 109? So it's about the same time difference between the two.
Yeah.
As I thought it would be, just offset by a few seconds. 6-6.
So I thought we were going to see Rainbow Road, but we are going to see MC4. A track where Aron is the favorite. He PR'd there recently, like a couple of months ago.
Yeah, this, to me, was going to be a very good Aron pick, especially if Antistar's having issues with his controller dropping boosts.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is a boost-a-thon, basically.
And if you go into the boost but miss it, you're probably going to lose a good second or more. Just from the slowdown from the stand from not boosting through it.
Antistar was flying off the handle though, it was a very good opener. Flat boost, well, easy. He's doing all the boosts. I think currently he's probably... I'm not gonna finish my sentence, never mind. So let's just see how it plays out, right? So yeah. This is a track where an MBT specialist has a big advantage, but both of these guys know how to drive with boosting, so...
Flat boost again by Antistar. For anybody who doesn't know what a flat boost is, basically you boost by power sliding for about a second. But normally when you press the hop button, you hop. So you're in the air for a little bit before you can start building your power slide.
Oh, there's the miss boost! Ay, that cost him. Finish your story, yeah.
I was going to say, but if you press L and R, the two hop buttons on identical frames, you'll go into a power slide without hopping, and it lets you build a boost just a little bit quicker, which you'll see both players try for on the exit of this first corner. So I think Aron got the flat boost, but Antistar missed it.
Yeah, Antistar missed his first boost again, the second time in a row, so it's sad to see him go out like this. This was a big point, and he was winning it. But then his controller is ruining the party.
Still 137.90 is not shabby.
No, it's not.
Those last two laps. You say his controller was ruining it. It may well have been a bit of fatigue setting in as well. It's very tiring to do all the boosts for 5 laps on this track.
Yeah, that's typically why I don't add that third boost that they do before the 4 pipes, if you know which one I mean. It's also very risky in one tries. I did it in my tournament record, but normally I don't do that. It's too demanding for a one try.
So, I don't really like this pick from Antistar. I know he is the rainbow god, but it's very difficult to race the kind of lines he wants to race on this track and not fall off.
Having said that, I have also seen Aron fall off quite a few times this tournament already. So, so
Spotted
much
by
biscuit in that
Antistar.
corner, my goodness. Like, that's the last corner that I probably don't even do it in my PR that tight. What a madman. This can only go wrong, right? Surely.
I'm just watching the left screen at the moment. I mean, what kind of pace is this?
This is 127.50 or something crazy. I mean,
I've seen Aron's dropped off.
it's slightly white now. So perhaps, but I'm still very much 127 pace, I would say. I can't believe he's staying on some of these corners. What a show. But it's a slightly worrying prospect that Aron has the next pick. So he has the shoe is on his foot, let's say, as to match progression.
This is going to be very close for a 127, I think.
Yeah, he missed a few boosts again. Thank you, controller. Yeah,
Easy.
yeah, closer than the sub that Aron did before on
I'm
CIP.
taking it that's the tournament record.
Oh yeah, it has to be.
Wowzers.
The tournament record was a 127.95 by Antistar, and it was also against Aron.
1769 opener.
So, yeah, that last corner in the opener was bonkers. Yeah, so they, as you already mentioned earlier, they faced before in the group stage. It was 12-8, and Antistar then did a 127.95, and now he did a 127.87. So he evolved into a better Rainbow Road one-try player.
So I'm just kind of speechless. That was crazy.
Yeah, totally. Well, this is what can happen if you pick a track where you're currently actively trying to get a world record. Possible, but it's the same. Yeah, like the reverse can also very much happen, like you said, like just fall off.
7-7. Basically, it's a best of 3 now, but Aron has slight advantage by having pick of track.
He does.
Donut plays 3.
You think he's gonna go DP3? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you're right. I think he is going to go DP3. Yeah,
No, there we go.
called it. That's also hit and miss though. It's not a safe track at all. Having said that, I haven't seen Antistar nail it yet this tournament. So in that sense, it's a wise pick.
Yeah, Aron has looked really good on this track whenever I've seen him play it recently. So, but again, it's so easy to just clip a little bit of water on the second bridge hop here.
Antistar already clipped water. Yeah.
At least he didn't
the
clip
boost.
it in a way that he ended up jumping straight off to the left and drowning, which is the usual mess up we see on this track. Aron is getting super aggressive.
Yeah, he is. He's heading for sub 120 comfortably at the moment.
If he finishes.
If he finishes, exactly. And Antistar is having trouble with his boosts again.
That line there is crazy by Aron. And that's why it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't mean crazy as in he's a madman to do it. I meant crazy as in it was kind of like almost world record level line of entry.
Yeah.
Which...
So I was shocked that he went that aggro. And he got away with it for a little bit. And then not really in the end.
Looks like... actually, I'm not going to say it.
No. It's still too close to call it. One mistake in it.
Okay, so it's 8-7 to Antistar.
Whew.
Match point.
And Aron has the next pick, but no longer has the advantage.
Yeah, so even even if Aron wins the next one, Antistar's guaranteed to have pick on the final track if it goes to an 8-8 shootout.
So if it goes to an 8-8, which track will he pick? I'm thinking GP3.
Well, let's see what's Aron going to pick next. He might be a complete madman and go Cooper Beach 2, which to me would be an insane pick to do against Antistar.
It would be. I think he's gonna go BC3.
Yeah, that sounds like a good pick.
It's a treacherous pick when your opponent is at match point, though. Oh, you're right. You called it Cooper Beach 2. Here we go.
I just had a feeling he'd go here.
He didn't trust BC3, and who can blame him? I'm calling GV3 for the last one. Oh no, GV3 is banned. Never mind. Right? It's banned, right? No, Aron banned VL1. GV3 is not banned.
Yeah, Choco 1 and VL1 were banned. Let's just see how this one goes first.
Yeah, let's see if we actually do get to see another round, because it may well be over after this. It's one fish.
So Aron's got a good lead at the moment, but
yeah.
This track, well, as we've just seen, Antistar can go very wrong very quickly.
Aron has a very favorable fish pattern, so I can see him getting like a 56 when he keeps driving like this.
So Aron's at the point now where he doesn't even need to boost.
Yeah.
But
he doesn't
probably
know that.
Doesn't know that, and I don't even think he knows how to drive his track without boosting. You're going 8-8, so the choice is between, what did you say, Ghost Valley 3?
57, 53.
56, 53.
56, sorry.
Yeah.
That's a tournament record, probably. No! It's not.
So.
I had a 56, 51.
By a frame. So it's Ghost Valley 3 and
BC3.
BC3.
I would 100% go for Ghost Valley 3 if I were Antistar.
Well, Antistar's, but he's got to go Ghost Valley 3.
Yeah, surely.
Yeah.
So interestingly, Antistar has got a tournament record here, but the last try that he did, I think it was against Fireways, that he fell off. So there is that.
So one good thing for Antistar is you don't really need to do boosts on this track. I mean, there is one you can throw in, but it saves very little.
So what a match this has been. We get the 9-8 nail biter. Yeah, let's see how it plays out.
And neither of us needed to change our predictions, and it looks like we could both be correct.
Yeah, he fell off at the quote-unquote easiest platform jump of the game, but rest assured, it is not easy in one tries, especially not on belt time trials.
So, do you want to change your prediction?
No, I do not.
I'll stick with my 9-8 Antistar as well.
Oh, no, it's all over.
That's a shame.
It is.
To be honest, yeah. With Ghost Valley 3 and BC3 as the final track options, it was always going to be difficult for both players to have a clean run.
So my next prediction is that we're gonna get a very frustrated Antistar in the post-match chat because of all the boost that he missed. Knowing him, he is not going to be happy, even though he won.
No, I think he'll be quite relaxed and chilled.
Yes. A little round on the house from Antistar there.
Still got a lap to spare.
Yeah, he's got some wiggle room. He doesn't know that though, so that might have sent his heart racing.
So, Antistar is the winner.
He is. Marked winner.
Oh, I marked him the winner too.
Oh, you already did. So now he's going to go to 10-8 probably.
I'll drop him down. Oh, and it looks like you dropped him down as well.
Okay, you do it. At least the winner appeared on the right screen. Let's send them both the invites if they didn't get them.
Yes.
What a great match we've seen.
That was a great match. I mean, it was a great match, but very rarely did we have two great tracks from both players on the same track. It was very often one great time and one not so great time.
True.
But in one tries, you're not going to get perfect races all the time. I mean, you're lucky to see it from one player, and to get it from two players, it's a joy when it happens. But a 9-8 match was nail biting right until the end. There, that was fantastic.
It was indeed, absolutely. Yeah, I'm sort of like I predicted this very scoreline, but I'm still a little bit surprised that Aron left the tournament, especially considering Antistar's controller issues. Like that's not a good situation to be in a semi-final. If your controller is not working properly.
I don't know how much I'm buying that, to be honest.
Well, we'll get to see the story from the man himself. He already joined in, and they're both there, just waiting to jump in on the
live channel.
Yeah. Do I need to go in there and tell them to come in? Oh, there they are. Hello, Aron.
Hello.
What a match.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Hello.
But he was the deserved winner, I think.
Bonjour, Mario.
Hello, Mol.
Congrats, Mario.
Bonsoir. Thank you.
So
Yeah, it was a crazy match.
both the commentators got the predictions spot on. We both went 9-8 Antistar from the very beginning. Fantastic match. I mean, some of the times driven now were absolutely crazy.
Yeah, and some of them were absolutely horrible by both.
There were
both of us had horrible.
very few close tracks themselves. It seemed to be one of you drove something quite spectacular while the other one kind of went on an adventure. Like Rainbow Road. Antistar's Rainbow. That was...
Yeah, I saw it this time and I was like, I'm not gonna say anything about it, but that was crazy time.
Well, to be honest, I think the score was 7-7 at that moment, or 7-6. Can't remember.
Yeah, I think it was 7-6 for me.
Yeah,
I think, and I was thinking like Rainbow Road. Okay, I can do this, but yeah, then I got a 158.
Yeah, just to tell you the story about why I picked Rainbow Road at this moment. I think you saw that I was struggling more and more with my NBT as the match was going on. And fortunately, Rainbow Road and Ghost Valley 3 was still there, so I decided I would go for them at the very end, because I knew there were tracks where I could probably win with a solid race. And I knew Aron was gonna pick only NBT tracks, pure NBT tracks, and this is exactly what he did. But I didn't want to play Rainbow Road as a match point. I would have felt much too nervous about it, and I decided to go for it and take maximal risks, as this would not mean a last match for me.
Can I just interrupt you real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Playing Ghost Valley 3 at match point is also high pressure, surely.
Well, I left it just in case there was an 8-8 with me picking at the end, because I was so unconfident with my NBT pad, so I really hoped the final would not be on an NBT one. Thankfully, Aron decided to pick Kupa Beach 2 just before, because this was a track I knew was going to be a nightmare for me, and that happened.
Question for Antistar.
And yeah, picking Ghost Valley 3 was a natural choice, yeah.
Ghost Valley 2 platform jump.
Yeah, it was the first one. It was 0-0, so that was not a big risk. At 7-6, I would have absolutely none got for it.
But this was exactly what I was planning on. Just drive a safe race. So I had a 3.3 or something. I took no risk, didn't went for the
42.
sub, because I thought you were crazy enough to go for it. But I was also expecting this at Ghost Valley 1. So, and you didn't do it.
I saw your match against Kejar, which I was commentating with Carol last week. And if I'm correct, you managed to do the platform jump. So yes. I thought you were going to go for it. And I decided to secure a good non-platform jump race.
Well, I was thinking the same because I was pretty confident that you were trying to beat the tournament record. So I left also one MBT every lap because I thought he will go for the platform jump. So it's up to him.
So I got
So
a
that was
question
well
for
played.
Aron, real quick. After your absolutely stellar Bowser Castle 3 last time, I was fully expecting you to pick it this match, but you didn't.
No, because when I was practicing some runs, it was the same wall again and again and again. So I was hoping for him to pick it in the last track, but nope, didn't went that way.
I also thought you were gonna pick Bowser Castle 3 instead of Copa Beach 2 because I remember the insane time you drove last week. So I really thought you were gonna pick it. But speaking of insane times, 1:05 on Choco Island 2, really? Really?
Easily. I
Yeah,
told
and
him.
my KB2
room
was
spare,
actually
man.
also pretty good
Oh,
under pressure. So
that one was unbeatable. So I made a mistake at lap 1, so I was out of the race. But wow, 1:05, crazy.
And Aron just disconnected, but he will. Speaking from experience, he will be back.
Yeah, he's always losing his internet connection. We're used to this.
So what are you feeling right now, Antistar?
Relieved, extremely relieved, because now I'm part of the top 3, right?
Yeah.
Yep. You play the loser of KVD and Lafungo.
Okay. Well, that was, I think, my minimal goal. I really hoped. At first, I hoped I would be in the final 4, but of course, when you're part of the final 4, you just don't want to be 4th. So.
Can I also remind you, by the way, that you are the only person to win a gold medal at CDM and time trial. So you should win this.
Yeah, among the competitors, of course. Yeah. But,
okay, guys. So jump off because my phone is doing annoying as well. So Mario, congrats. And
thank you.
I want to say Carol, Mol, and all the others, thanks for doing the commentating and stuff. Thank you, SpeedGaming, for hosting. It was an amazing tournament. Too bad I'm out, but I had a lot of fun. So,
well, thank you, Aron,
for
showing us some absolutely incredible records, especially that Bowser Castle 3. So it was a joy watching you play. Well done.
Yeah, it was my pleasure.
It was also a pleasure commenting your match last week. Really impressed.
And I'm really excited about what will be the next tournament in the future. I will sure participate. So.
See you at SMK All Stars.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you.
See you, Aron. Thanks a lot. Good game again.
Okay, so any final thoughts on the match, Antistar?
I'm still surprised I won, actually. Because based on what Aron showed last week, I really thought maybe he was not going to destroy me, but I really thought he was going to win that one. By a small margin, something like 9-7 or 9-6 at worst. I defined to play better than last week, which probably helped. I also think perhaps Aron was a bit less strong as last week. But
watch these races back afterwards.
Yeah.
We'll just look at the line Aron takes on Donut Plains 3.
That cost him because he was winning DP3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On DP3, I just hoped he fell into the water at some moment because my race was horrible. Fortunately, I didn't dive into the water, so all my hopes were relying on this.
Like the lap he crashed, he had world record lines.
Yeah, the line between the two bridges was just...
Oh, yeah. I'll watch it again.
I was watching it and I was thinking, he's not going to be able to keep that on track. I mean, it's very much an Aron thing to do, just go absolutely flat out. It's either going to be a fantastic tournament record or it's going to go badly wrong. So, any preference from you on who you face next? Would you rather face Lafungo again or have a crack at Carol?
I want to face Carol because I have already faced Lafungo, so I would prefer having to face Carol, just not to have to meet the same opponent twice. Well, that already happened with Aron, of course, but...
Well, you know, you can unlock me by beating Lafungo.
Yeah, true, I can unlock you, but...
No, we'll see. Lafungo is capable of beating me, so I'm just bluffing here. But yeah, one word of advice though, get your get FF to look at your controller or something. Because
Yeah,
you don't want to be missing all those boosts in the next match.
Oh, I actually can try to fix it myself. I just was too lazy to give it a try. I told myself that I would have a look at my controller during the week, and I absolutely didn't. Also, I think this is still weird because at the beginning of the match I had absolutely zero issues, and it gets worse and worse as the match is going on. So I think maybe it's a matter of pressure or so. I don't know, but. Yeah, I cannot win this tournament with such a pad. It's impossible.
Agree.
Probably best to wrap it up there.
Yeah.
Antistar, absolute pleasure to watch. Same with Aaron. That was a great match. Some fantastic times from both of you on some of the tracks we played there.
Thank you.
Yep, congratulations. Good luck in your next match.
Thanks a lot.
And tune in tomorrow for the Division 2 final between Goomba and the Drunk Strawberry. It's set to be an absolutely incredible match. I'm really looking forward to it.
I'll absolutely love it if Goomba's been practicing between his last match and now.
I hope so, because he'll need it to beat Short, I think.
Against Patrick or Meridian Prime, he looked really good, and if he's kept practicing and continued on, then that could be an absolute cracker of a match to watch tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. I'm really, really looking forward to it. So on that note, good night, everyone.
Yeah, same for me. Good night, guys. Thanks a lot for the comment, and thanks again to SpeedGaming for taking responsibility for all of this. This tournament really rocked. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Good night from me.
Night.
Bye.